Market models: monopoly, oligopoly, and monopolistic competition. A modern economy has many different types of industries. However, an economic analysis of the different firms or industries within an economy is simplified by first segregating them into different models based on the amount of competition within the industry. So first is the monopoly. A monopoly has pricing power within the market. There is only one supplier who has significant market power and determines the price of its product. A monopoly faces little competition because of high barriers to entry, such as high initial costs, or because the company has acquired significant market influence through network effects, such as Facebook, for instance. Second is an oligopoly. It is a market dominated by a few suppliers. Although supply and demand influences all markets, prices and output by an oligopoly are also based on strategic decisions. The expected response of other members of the oligopoly to changes in price and output by any one member. A high barrier to entry limits the number of suppliers that can compete in the market, so the oligopolistic firms have considerable influence over the market price of their product. However, they must always consider the actions of the other firms in the market when changing prices, because they are certain to respond in a way to neutralize any changes so that they can maintain their market share. Although manufacturers are a good example of an oligopoly, because the fixed costs of automobile manufacturing are very high, thus limiting the number of firms that can enter into the market. Next is the monopolistic competition. It is much like pure competition in that there are many suppliers and the barriers to entry are low. However, the suppliers try to achieve some price advantages by differentiating their products from other similar products. Most consumer goods, such as health and beauty aids, fall into this category. Suppliers try to differentiate their product as being better so that they can justify higher prices or to increase the market share.
Strategic market behavior. Behavioral marketing is the strategy of targeting leads of customers based on specific actions they can take on website, rather than just a page's view. Marketing strategies and tactics are normally based on explicit and implicit beliefs about consumers' behavior. Decisions based on explicit assumptions and sound theory and research are more likely and to be successful than the decisions based on solely on implicit intuitions. Knowledge of consumers' behavior can be an important competitive advantage while formulating marketing strategies. It can greatly reduce the odds of bad decisions and market failures. The principles of consumers' behavior are useful in many areas of marketing, some of which are listed below. First is analyzing market opportunity. Consumer behavior helps in identifying the unfulfilled needs and wants of consumers. This requires scanning the trends and conditions operating in the market area, customers' lifestyles, income levels, and growing influences. Next is selecting target market. The scanning and evaluating of market opportunities helps in identifying different consumer segments with different and exceptional wants and needs. Identifying these groups, learning how to make buying decisions, enable the marketer to design product or services as per the requirement. Marketing makes decisions. Once the unfulfilled needs and wants are identified, the marketer has to determine the prices mix of 4 P's product, which is product, price, place, and promotion. Product. A marketer needs to design products or services that would satisfy the unsatisfied needs or wants of customers. Decisions taken for the product are related to size, shape, and features. The marketer also has to decide about packaging, important aspects of services, warranties, conditions, and accessories. Price. The second important component of marketing mix is price. Marketers must decide what price to be charged for a product or service. To stay competitive in the tough market, these decisions influence the flow of returns to the company. Place. The next decision is related to the distributions channel, where and how to offer the products and services at the final stage. The following decisions are taken regarding the distribution mix.
Good day, ma'am. I am Courtney de Los Angeles from PSHM 3B, and today I will be discussing all about the pricing strategy. Pricing strategy. What is price? Price is the amount of money extended, required, or given in payment for something. What is pricing strategy? A business can use a variety of pricing strategies when selling a product or service. The price can be set to maximize profitability for each unit sold or from the market overall. It can also used to defend an existing market from new entrants, to increase market share within a market, or to enter new market. These are the different pricing strategies to choose from, but some of the more common ones include: these are the 7 pricing strategies. First, the value based pricing. Second, the competitive pricing. Third, the price scheming. Fourth, the cost plus pricing. Fifth, the penetration pricing. Sixth, the economy pricing. And the last is the dynamic pricing. First, the value based pricing. With value based pricing, you set your prices according to what consumer think your product is worth. We're big fans of this pricing strategy for SaaS businesses. Second, the competitive pricing. When you use a competitive pricing strategy, you're setting your prices based on what the competition is charging. This can be a good strategy in the right circumstances, such as business just starting out, but it doesn't leave a lot of room for growth. Third, the price skimming. If you set your prices as high as the market will possibly tolerate and then lower over time, you'll be using the price skimming strategy. The goal is to skim the top of the market and the lower prices to reach everyone else. With the right product, it can work, but you should be very cautious using it. Fourth, the cost plus pricing. This is the one of the simplest pricing strategies. You just take the production cost and add a certain percentage to it. While simple, it is. Fifth, the penetration pricing. In highly competitive markets, it can be hard for a new companies to get a foothold. One way some companies attempt to push new products is by offering prices that are much lower than the competition. This is penetration pricing. While it may get you customers and decent sales volume, you'll need a lot of them, and you'll need them to be very loyal to stick around when the price increases in the future. 6. The economy pricing. This strategy is popular in the commodity goods sector. The goal is to price product cheaper than the competition and make the money back increased volume. While it's a good method to get the people to buy your generic soda, it's, it's not a great fit for SaaS and subscriptions businesses. 7. The dynamic pricing. In some industries, you can get away with constantly changing your prices to match our current demand for the item. This doesn't work well for subscriptions and SaaS business because customers expect consistent monthly or yearly expenses. So my conclusion about this topic is it is necessary that the marketing manager decide the objective of pricing before actually setting price. According to experts, pricing's objectives are the overall goals that describes the role of price in an organization's long-range plans. The objective help the marketing manager as guidelines to develop marketing strategies. That is all about my topic, ma'am, the pricing strategies. Thank you.